Hi guys, welcome back. Today I've recently done a lot of dissections of plants, multiple drawings onto one piece of paper from Watercolor, graphite, ink, and also some fineliner pens all onto one page. It just gives this rather dissected look into a particular item or object through different terms of mediums, and for me that's kind of a perfect way to experiment what and how I can translate the object into a good representation of the best medium possible for that specific object, because every single object looks better in a different type of technique and material. So today, since my bathroom has been completely cleared out, we are going to do a cactus or cacti that I've had since as long as I can remember. I think my parents bought it when I was like 10 and it's just continued to grow, and it's in my room right now. And whilst it's in here, I thought I'll do a quick dissection. First off, I'm going to start off with watercolour. Watercolour has never been my strong point in terms of drawing or painting. Don't know which criteria it kind of fits into. This is the set that I'm using. I have done a full review of it on my art channel, so I'll leave a link down in the description box if you want to check it out, because it's actually a really good product, but it also does have its flaws, obviously. I think it was only like a tenner off of Amazon. It did come with a water pen, but I think I'm just going to use a normal paintbrush for this one. Before I start, I'm actually going to very quickly show you the objects, because at least you know what I'm drawing from. So here it is. Do mind the bits of objects in the background. Like I said, I am getting my bathroom ripped out, so I've had to like move everything in here. It's got these nice green shoots because I've been given a bit of plant feed. Even though it is pretty much an underlying green, it's very mixed in colours, from a yellow green to a blue green to a turquoise and everything else. It's just really cool. Because it is the first drawing, I don't really mind what it looks like, because as it goes on there'll be drawings that complement it really well, and there's obviously going to be ones that are different. The way I found this technique out from doing multiples onto one drawing is actually doing a live drawing study a few years ago, where I was drawing a lovely lady and we just experimented with collage, drawing, chalk, charcoal, kind of everything. I am not going to be drawing the whole object, I'm just going to choose a section in which I'm going to draw from. That'll take all day. What is so good about it as well, because it is just an experimental page, you can mix and match, so watercolour and fineliner always go well together because of the, well, difference in contrast and line figuration, if that makes any sense at all. Like it's a nice contrast between a colour and then the line. In terms of using black, I do try to stay away from it because black is very in your face, and if I want to use fineliner it kind of gets lost. So what you can actually see here, I'm actually putting dark brown on rather than black. Just pinpointing some of the areas. It's got this like little weird stalk. Where the like leaves come out from. like I have said before in my drawings, you don't have to colour the whole thing in, you can just leave bits. It's much more interesting to the eye to leave bits alone, and then you can just fill it in later on. I find it more interesting anyway. They do all look very similar in kind of the green category. I like to do them all slightly different because I can always make them a bit darker. Doesn't really look like a cactus, does it? It looks like a weird sunflower being. Also got like the dilution side of it. Even though that's one kind of colour green, you've got elements of the darker shades and bits and pieces, just because I've added a bit more water. So if you want something a bit darker, or a bit lighter, or more lighter than darker, you can just kind of add to it. These are a lot more pear-shaped than the other ones. Hey.
Just that one what you do.
Oh. What's that?
When you go to the shop, you get some carrots.
How many? Just a bag?
Just something to eat.
Oh, okay. Like a rabbit. purpley green or a it's a bit out of place. I don't know if that was a good idea or not. Looks very childish, doesn't it? This one is only mine. At least you'll be able to tell the difference between mine and everyone else's. So these leaves are actually from another plant behind, but I just want to fill in the gap of weirdness. Okay, I'll leave that one there. This is the watercolour. Next we're going to do with graphite sticks. I've got a HB and an 8B. You may have already noticed that it's a lot more quicker to draw the structure in with a graphite stick than watercolour, because watercolour is very fixed, and whereas the graphite stick is very loose and flowing. Okay, so adding the 8B gives a bit more of contrast because the line is going to be thicker and rather smoother. I'll just quickly show you. It's a lot darker as well. Just adds a bit of definition and depth to what I've already drawn. Okay. Move you up a bit. You know what, for such a simple structure, well, I know it's a lot more complicated than what it is, but the fact that it's just leaves and a branch and then little sticky bits, it's quite complicated to draw and to paint. Okay, so that one's done as well. I've got room for 2 little tiny ones, maybe one across here. We'll see how we go with that. And I think the next material will be just a Sharpie pen, just to liven it up a bit. I am drawing different sections, so this is the very, very top, and this is like kind of this far down the plant because it's quite big. I'll do single line for this one. I forgot how much Sharpies smell. I say do single line, I have lifted my pen off a few times. Okay, because they're quite similar techniques, like they're very liney, I think I want to mix it up and just do one here in ink and find some ink. despite this ink being actually black, it's coming out brown because it's on the very top layer of the surface. I can go deeper into the ink pot and get some black out. So this is kind of like a pre-sketch. I can't wrap out. I think I actually might leave that one like it. I quite like the brownness of it. I feel like I want something small down here just to complete the composition. I'm actually running out of materials. I do have a really old watercolour pencil, which I might just... Okay, so here's the finished dissection. Just bring it out a little bit. I definitely think it's nice to see them all in different techniques and materials. I think I might go over with a Fineliner with the watercolor just to bring out some features and make it less concentrated. I always find it useful with that. The ink one I would have thought I liked the most, but actually looks a bit like a crab. But the others I really like the graphic one is very loose and organic. Just showing the single lines for the cactus where it meets at the bottom. And even the Sharpie, even though it's smart a little bit, it does work to its advantage. But overall, I am happy with it. It does look like a really nice dissection. So I think I'll leave it here. I can go back over the watercolour with a bit of Fineliner, but I think I'll do that in my own time and not film it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please give this video a like and subscribe to see more videos like this. And if you would like to comment down anything below, feel free to. If you have any questions as well, that'd be great. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video, and I shall see you guys next time. Bye now.